I'm doing great, thank you. And yourself?
I'm good. I'm good. I don't know if they spoke to you about the time.
Yeah, the planner just spoke to me about that.
Okay. So what was the conversation?
All right. So what I told her was because they wanted us to come at 12 instead of 4 p.m. So we could
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah, four was never going to be that was never the plan because remember I told you we were going to shoot at the hotel.
Mhm. So basically, with the time frame that we had,
Uh huh.
which was 8 hours, it was gonna depend on you pretty much. It was gonna depend on you pretty much in the sense of like how you want to shift it because we have 8 hours, right? And if you originally it was 4 to 12, but then also I know that you have to do getting ready shots.
Right. So
Get
I thought like I didn't think that we said all day we had this conversation. I remember I was telling you with the way things were with the whole contract thing,
hmm
like that was going to limit us, and now that's exactly what's happening
Oh,
because we spoke about it and you were like, okay, fine, you know that we're going to have to do the getting ready shots and all that stuff. I shouldn't worry about it,
right.
right?
If we have to do this. So this is what I normally would do for you, right? The reason why I said we have 8 hours. The 8 hours,
Okay.
the 8 hours was supposed to be from 4 to 12. Better still, I make yours different in the sense that you can move yours the way you want to move. You understand? You have the leverage to move it the way that you want to move it. But you just know if you shift it when you change the timing. So that's what's different with yours and other contracts. Other contracts, if you put the time from this to this, it stays that way. But with yours, I'm giving you the leverage to be able to move it. You understand? If you want to shift the timing up, and you want us to come a lot earlier than 4 p.m., there's no problem. We can shift it
So
without actually adding additional time. But we still have just that 8 hour frame, and you're gonna have to tell us now how you want us to move it around.
So it will be eight. It will be still be 8 hours because eight. If I get doing getting ready shots, that will be like from 12 to 8 o'clock.
12 to 8.
That's not going to work now because
Oh, you're
like
talking about like if you move the time around.
yeah,
Oh yeah, if you move the time around, so that's so if you think about it critically, you need more time regardless because because just the event proper, right? Just the event proper is 8 hours.
right.
Just the event proper is 8 hours. So to get more time, I think I was really reasonable with her because what I basically said, this is what I told her. I don't know if she spoke to you already. I said originally, when we spoke originally, our terms were the way that I made a lot of flexibilities with the way that we spoke originally. I did a lot of like you can do this, you can do that, but later on, we had to chop down on the pricing, cut out 300 at $300, which I didn't take out from anything from the wedding in general. So I'm like, if we have to for us to do more than 8 hours, it would pretty much just be if we stick to the original pricing, which is gonna take us back to because I cut out 300. Remember, if we
Right.
stick to the original pricing, then we'll just cover everything from the getting ready all through to the end of the event without having to figure out what we're gonna do about this time and that time. Because if you think about it, I'm thinking about when she spoke to me on the phone, we were on the phone for a minute because I was trying to make decisions, not just for me, but for me and the photographer and my assistants. You understand? So in the
Right.
moment when I'm talking, I have to think about how I'm going to maneuver them because they are all individuals with businesses on their own as well. When I speak to you, I have to go say they're a part of my team, but everybody has their life at the end of the day. I just go tell them we have to do this. It's gonna be this time. This time they're gonna do the same thing to me. It's gonna be like, oh, you gotta, you have to do this, you have to chip in, you have to chip in. So instead, I'm saving you all that problem because I'm figuring out most of it, and I still have to do these negotiations in the background, but I'm gonna make it work. You understand? So the easiest way would be we get back to the original pricing, and you have all the flexibility that you need.
So that's I have to add an extra 300 bucks now.
Yes, boss.
CJ, you are
Ah,
killing me. You are
I
killing me.
understand. Look,
We
if you
we
think
spoke
about it,
about, this is what I was telling you about this. This is your contract here, and you are
oh,
putting time
okay.
that
Let me show you something. So you see, as when I first spoke with just you, and I understand your worry with the contract because contracts can make working really rigid. I understand. So, but guess what? That's why I said let's just go to the pricing that me and you agree because with that, right, I give you a lot of flexibility more than you're paying for. Trust me, because instead of you being worried, like for example, this is things that I wanted us to avoid, like but the getting ready, what if we shift the time like this, and then what if we shift the time and then it doesn't end at 11, at 10, let's just say we end up saying, oh, you know what, let's just manage and end like 10, you get, and then maybe 10 p.m. they have not done the final speech, they have not cut the cake. Events are not square as always the same. Events don't always go as planned 90% of the time. We freestyle most of the time. So in all that we cover it when me and you discuss, and I'm like, you know what, I got you. But it becomes a little rigid if I cut down on pricing, but I don't cut down on services. Like when I spoke with the planner, and I'm like, you know what, I'll cut out this price, but I did not cut out on services. But now me needing to to make the people that I'm working with move a little more, instead of coming this time, you have to come a little early, you have to do this, and we'll be there to this time, or that, to make the arrangements on my end. I'm gonna have to spend a little more. So it's like I would have done that regardless with just the agreement that we had. But then because I kind of cut 300 off to benefit you guys, it made it in a way that I did not have a lot of wiggle space. Doesn't I don't know if it makes sense.
okay, so how much am I supposed to give you now? Or how much is left?
So if we add everything back to the way it was, you already made a deposit of 1,500. You would only have to make your second payment of 1,500, and then your last payment after we cover the event of 2 grand.
So that's 3,000 what?
Sorry.
That's 3,500.
Yeah, 2,500.
That one is loud though. I'm already like,
I
I'm up
under,
to my
I
neck.
under, I really understand because I know how weddings can be. It's exhausting. There are too many things before planning, before decoration, before food. All these things. But one thing that I always tell my clients is this, right? I want you to remember something. Everything on that day, right, will come and pass. That day, whether what happens, trust me. By the end of that day, by God's grace, everything's gonna be successful, and by the end of that day, you're gonna be married. You get everything's gonna come and pass. No matter how difficult it is, just remember that. But one thing that you must remember is after the day passes, everyone will move on. All you would have left is your video and your pictures. That's why it's not always and it's not advisable for you to cut corners when it comes to video and pictures because these things are gonna last forever. These are the only things that will be left that to show that this event happened. The food, very important for that day for people to be happy, so people can say good things after. Decoration has to be class. Just the event location itself. I also check for the drone. It's I can fly the drone over there. So you see, these are perks that, like I said, you're getting all these different perks. These are things that will make.
Are you the one flying the drone?
Oh yeah, I'm the one. I have a drone.
How well do you fly?
Oh, I've that is so funny. I fly drones. I've flown drones for weddings before. My
No, no,
my
no.
own
I'm
weddings.
just asking because I was thinking about having you use the drone to bring the ring.
Oh no 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 no. We can't. Now that a few people have done that, but it's different. That's a different kind of drone. There are different kinds of services that do that. I've never even encountered those ones. I've only seen like on videos. But
Okay.
but those ones are different. It's a different kind of drone that has a lot of maneuverability where they do stuff like that. But with the drone that we do, it's most likely just hover, the one that just covers the venue and just shows the beauty from a higher point, showing class, So that's pretty much it. But you see, like I said, you're getting all these things. When your wedding is over, you're gonna be tired. There's gonna be a lot going through your mind, all this that. The only thing that will be bringing you peace is for when you sit down and watch the video. You look at the pictures. That's how people remember the event. Your kids will remember the
Story
event.
man, no, they story me of very
Oh,
stuff.
I'm telling you, you know.
Wait, so now did you decide how many people are coming with you?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have 4 people. I'm gonna have 4 people on ground. So I'm gonna come.
Plus
I'm
you, that's fine.
no 4. I'm gonna come with an assistant and the photographer and another assistant for the photographer. 4 people.
So, so the assistants now, are they with cameras or without cameras?
Oh, there with cameras too.
So is it that everyone is shooting video and photos or just
No,
two of you?
2 people for video, 2 people for photos. We can.
Okay.
Everybody's not doing the same thing. Uh, for the event to be magnificent, for everything to look amazing, you need professionals in each field. So my assistant is a professional in videography as well, and then the photographer and his assistant are both professionals in just photography.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Me, the reason when I was shooting the pre-wed, you saw me take the camera a lot from the assistant was because all the assistants that I work with, and they have their own businesses, but I'm the one who taught them, who brought them into the business 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So, and there's things that I know that I can do, I can just do by default, but they will have to take more time. So if we're working on such a short time, like doing a pre-shoot, you will see me do a lot. Like I'll take the camera and do this and do that. But when you're working like on your wedding day, you're gonna see they're gonna have their own assistant, and you're gonna see how they work on their own. And I only handle video.
Okay. And there's no negotiating without your 300, Abby.
I've
Because
thought about it,
bro,
but how will I even we go with it? Honestly, that's just me being like, what, I already gave you a price, I cannot go above it. If you ask her, she would say it took me a second on the phone, and I actually told her 400, but then I said, what, actually the price that I gave before, I can try to work around that price, and I'll handle the rest. Trust me, you're getting it really good. God has blessed you.
yeah, just be mad getting this.
I'm, I'm trying to tell
So
people.
what else did we need to discuss? And was it today we're supposed to talk or
Oh
more
no, it
so
wasn't today.
Monday?
So Monday you're gonna get the pictures from Monday. You're gonna get the pictures. Actually, I've already told you some of the things I'm gonna tell you on the next
Okay,
weekend.
yeah,
But
yeah.
then
Monday, okay.
Monday you're still gonna get the pictures, and then while I'm working on the pictures, I'm still figuring out if there's anything that we have to chat. I'll still tell you by next weekend, like I told you. So no worries.
Anything that we have to do was?
Chat. Nothing important,
Oh, okay,
not on
okay.
my end. Just like
Okay,
anything that
okay,
I need to let you know. But then
okay.
because okay, example the shot list. I already have
Yeah.
the shot list and all that, but I'm still putting stuff together. So next thing I will give you that
Okay.
next week. Yeah.
Okay, so the location of the hotel in Baltimore is like 20, 30 minutes to the location.
Oh yeah, she told me. I asked her. She said it's like 30 minutes.
Okay.
So I think all I really need is for the location. I will need the location of the hotel.
Okay.
So that,
And
yeah.
then so are we doing car shots or no car shots?
Car.
Yeah.
It depends. Oh, you
No.
have you have a really nice car. You would like to take pictures in the car.
Well, I don't know if it's necessary. Well, maybe when we're just parked outside, you can do
Yeah,
some
absolutely.
of that. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah. We
just
have
know,
two
just
Maybachs, or
just know that you said what?
I said we got two Maybachs.
Oh, then of course you
So
need you need pictures with the car.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
So okay.
So just know that on the wedding day, from the moment we get there with the you guys still getting ready, putting your things together, you're taking shots back to back onto the event is over. But when I talk to you next weekend, I'm going to give you more insights on how it's going to run. Because a lot of people,
That
don't.
was important.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I can't be discussing shots with you that day. Do you
No,
understand?
no, 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 no.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have these discussions, and what happens is you get there the day of the event, you're trying to figure things out there, and then you miss a lot of amazing shots and a lot of moments. But if I let you know beforehand, it's a lot easier because I already tell you whenever I do this or I tell you this, you just come and you take a picture. That's how you capture moments every second. It's very easy, but I'll explain everything next weekend.
Okay, sounds good. All right, no problem.
All right, boss man. I look forward to sending you the pictures on Monday.
All right, thank you so much. I
No
appreciate
worries.
it.
All right.
All
Bye.
right. Okay, bye.
He killed me because I wasn't paying attention. I was not good. Let me go, ma. We got too many bags.